Hi everyone, here's a quick video on how to connect Zoom webhooks to Retool, specifically Retool workflows. Also how to validate your endpoint URL, just because there wasn't that many videos when I was trying to do this. So hopefully this helps save you some time. First, let's just start off in Zoom Marketplace. So just go to marketplace.zoom.us. This link will also be in the description, and sign in, and then hover over develop and then build app. And we're going to be building a webhook only app. So let's just call this test webhooks to Retool. Create, and you can just ignore all this basic information for now. And we're going to go to the features section. So you'll see your secret token here. You can ignore the verification token as well, since it's going to be retired soon. And we're going to turn on event subscriptions because we want to send event notifications. And we're going to add a new event subscription. Let's just call this testing to Retool. And our endpoint URL is going to be our Retool workflow endpoint. So now let's go into Retool. Make sure you just sign in and click on workflows, and then you can either create a new workflow here, or if you have an existing one you want to be using, like I have one that I already made, just make sure you turn on webhook triggers here, and this is where you'll find your endpoint URL. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy it, and if you validate now, it's going to fail because we also need our custom header, which is our authentication. So we're just going to copy our API key here, and we're going to type in workflow-API-key, exactly like this, and then put your API key here. So if I validate now, it will work, but I just want to show you what I did in my workflow to make it so that it would validate, because if you just don't have anything in your workflow, it's going to fail validation. So you're going to want to have a branch that checks if the endpoint is being validated right now. So this is just through startTrigger.value.event. And I have another one here for recording completed, because that's another event that I'm going to put in my app. And first, we can just look at this validate URL script, this Python script. It doesn't work in JavaScript, so make sure you're using Python for this. And as you can see, I have a Zoom secret here. That's an old one. Let me copy this new one here. And if you don't want to be hard coding Zoom secrets into code, which that is not good practice, but for testing purposes, I just have it here. But you can use the Retool environment variables for this, so that you can just it would look like this if you made it a variable. Then you're just going to actually validate the URL here by just returning an encrypted token. It's going to send a plain token, and you just need to return both of them. And then the most important part is this success response. You need to send over 200 or 204 status code, and the return body just needs to include everything in this Python script. If you do not have this, Zoom will think that your workflow is unresponsive, and it will fail validation. So also make sure you're publishing your releases for all your changes. And then if we go ahead and click validate over here, we have all the information filled in. We should be able to validate. Yes. Now you can go ahead and add whatever subscriptions you want, events. I'm just going to do recordings completed, because the event is recording.completed here. You can find all of these in the Zoom documentation for webhooks. And that's basically it. Now you can send over information from Zoom. So when somebody's recordings are completed, it will trigger this workflow basically, and you can put whatever, you can grab whatever information you want from the webhook information, such as this. And also the most important thing for the non-validation event notifications, so for like recording completed, or if you want your meeting want to check when your meeting summary is done, make sure you're also sending over 200 status code with just the start trigger data. Send it back to Zoom so that it knows that your webhook, your workflow is responsive. Otherwise, it will basically just not think that your workflow responded. That's basically it. Hopefully this was helpful, and please comment below any questions you might have, and I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.